Hello students, good morning. Yesterday we continued preposition and we talked about the two major prepositions and its uses. We talked about in and we talked about on. So this is not the new class, it's the continuation of your previous classes and it will continue for more few days. Yesterday, we talked about how to make use of in and on properly at the right place. Likewise, today we have at. First of all, see some of the golden rules that will help you locate the exact place to be situated in the sentence. It means that if you will see the sentence and if you will find certain locatory words that will help you out to decide whether to put at or something else. So let's see the uses of at. First of all, the first rule says at is used with the clock time. When? If your sentence is talking about the time, like at 4 o'clock. If any part of your sentence, either it previously or at the last, if you will find something that is focusing upon the time, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, it means that it demands if at is with the option, the correct option will be at. For example, at 4 o'clock, at 5 past 9, at half past 2, and also at the weekend. Weekend is also a part of time. So, with the weekend, with the word weekend also, the preposition at is to be used. Next, our rule said with the part of the day. Yesterday also we talked about something like talking about the part of the day. So, there are many parts of the day because it's of 24 hours. If your sentence has any part of the day like night, midnight, daybreak, dawn, dusk, noon, whatever, if it is fixed or it is talking at any part of your sentence about the part of the day, you will have to decide that the correct option of preposition will be at. Like at night, at midnight, at daybreak, at dawn, dusk, at noon, all these words are nothing but the part of the day. So, according to the rule, it will be quite easier for you to decide what to use and what not to use. With the exact age of person. Next, your rule says that if your sentence is talking about the proper age, like 50, 60, 70, 80, the correct preposition you'll have to use will be at. We talk just like you say, she passed at the early age of 20. So it's the time, it's the exact age, it's the exact period of time that the sentence is talking about. So according to the rule of at will be used with the sentences talking about the age. Your example says at 70, at the age of 70, he passed away at 80. Next we have with the specific point of place or address. If you are talking about a fixed place, like at the airport, at the bus stand, at the meeting, you give the name of exact place where the location is fixed. At that situation also, the right preposition will be nothing but at. At the bus stand, at the party, at the meeting, at the entrance. These are just examples. You have to just recognize that if your sentence is talking about the exact place, you'll have to find out whether the sentence is talking about the exact fixed place or not. Like at your school, it's a fixed place. It's not whole city. So, if your sentence is talking about fixed places, you have to put the preposition at. Next, we will be talking now. Okay. Next, we have some more rules. Like we can use the preposition at with manner. How? At one sitting, at two sittings. For example, you can see he finished all the meal at one sitting. Manner would mean here posture as well. How you sit or what is your position. So at that posture or manner of sitting, with manner also the preposition at is used. Next we have with cost. He bought the flat at 10 lakhs. When you are talking about cost, the preposition at is supposed to be used and sold it at 15 lakhs. 15 lakhs and 10 lakhs is nothing but about the cost. So when you see in your sentence, if the sentence is talking something about cost, you have to use the preposition at. Next with buildings, like cinema, at the cinema hall, it's a building. At the police station, it's also a building. At the town hall, it means that when you are talking about certain buildings, certain structures, buildings, at that point also you are supposed to use the preposition at. So, except all these, there are lots of exceptions about preposition at. So it doesn't mean that these rules will just followed at each and every preposition to be used at. There are some exceptions as well. We'll be talking about in our next classes also, and I'll write few special words with which especially at is used. So please note it down as well. Here we have few standard expressions. These are just few. You will find plenty of such words, but because we haven't talked the rules about these few words, likewise, we'll be just memorizing that if we find the word like war, peace, listen, at the worst, best, hospital. In this hospital, we have talked about that we can use in and at also. In the previous class, we have already discussed that how it will vary. If your sentence means that someone is inside, or a patient that has been admitted over there inside the hospital, will use in. And if you are just talking about the hospital, the periphery of the hospital, so at that situation you will use at. So this is the basic difference. It depends upon the meaning of your sentence, on what your sentence wants to say. So it depends upon the situation you will be tackling in the sentence. You have to decide it at the meantime that if you whether it is right to use at or in, because you may find both the options at and in. So do not get confused. at work, at reception, at university, at school. These are just few words. Like these words, you will find plenty of words. Okay, students, this is the continuation of our preposition, and we have already talked about in, on, and at. Let's see now the usage, some important uses of the preposition by. Time and again you are supposed to use, or you get trouble with the preposition by. Plenty of questions has been asked in several exams depending upon the preposition by. So there are some golden rules that will help you out to locate use the preposition by in its right place. Now see, we have uses and examples. With the means of transportation, or to indicate method or how. See what the rule said. With the means of transportation, it's very clear. Whenever we are talking about any means of transportation, any vehicle, you travel from one place to another place with the help of any vehicle or any means. Means any means of transportation. If the sentence is talking about the means of transportation, like by air, by aeroplane, by bus, by train, by sea, etc. And next our second line says that, or to indicate method or how. If you are traveling by bus, it's fine, you are going to use by. But how? Sometimes you travel, you walk by on foot. If it's a walking distance, so it will vary. It will depend upon the situation of your sentence. That whether you are going to put by or whether you are going to put on in. It depends. It depends upon the sentence. So I have written it in the bracket, but on my bike. If you are carrying something, if you are carrying a luggage, on you are traveling by your bike and you are carrying something at the back of your bike. So at that situation, it will take the preposition on. Something in my car, in taxi, because it's also a means of transportation, but we are put into an enclosed area. And we talked about if you are talking about an enclosed area, you are going to use the preposition in. So it will depend. Do not get confused. If you just see the means of transportation and hurriedly you will use by, then it will be a mistake. So try to read the whole sentence, what your sentence is going to mean, and then decide which will be the correct option. So at this stage, you will have to use, if something is inside the car, inside the taxi, someone is inside the vehicle, it's also it's a vehicle, but someone is inside the vehicle, you are not supposed to use by, but you are supposed to use in. Likewise, on a seat, it is similar to this, the example of by. Next, we have with passive voice. I already told you that you will have to be you must have the knowledge of basics before going to prepositions, and we have already discussed about your basic grammars in the previous classes. With passive voice, when you are talking about when you see your sentence is talking about something in passive voice, the situation, drama means a drama by Shakespeare, a film by Chopra, a story by Tolstoy, को द्वारा. जब यो शब्द हामी तीस वाक्यमा पढ्दाखेरि नेपालीको वाक्यमा द्वारा भन्ने शब्द आउँछ भने त्यसको त्यतिखेर चाहिँ प्रिपोजिसन के युज हुन्छ त बाइ युज हुन्छ, र तिम्रो यो सेन्टेन्समा पनि त्यतिखेर चाहिँ बाइ नै युज गर्नुपर्छ. यो दुईटैमा सिमिलरली युज भइरहेको हुन्छ. So यहाँ passive voice को कुरा हामीले गरेको with the sense of before given time. अब यहाँ यसो हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ यो before given time just time को कुरा गर्दाखेरि हामीले अर्को prepositionहरु पनि युज गर्यौं हैन तर but what does it mean with the sense before given time? Suppose your parents ask you to come on time means यतिखेरसम्म आइपुग्नु पर्छ है घरमा है 5 बजेसम्म आइपुग्नु पर्छ means you are supposed to come before 5 not exceeding the 5 5 बजे भन्दा अगाडि जतिखेर पनि आउँदा पनि भयो तर 5 भनेको तिम्रो के भयो त लास्ट पोइन्ट भयो त्यो भर्ब्स पोइन्ट भयो सो यस्तो सिचुएसन जतिखेर चाहिँ तिमी भर्ब्स मा आउँछौ लास्ट पोइन्ट मा आउँछौ कि मलाई फाइनली यतिखेरसम्म यो काम गरिसक्नु पर्ने छ त्यतिखेर यस्तो बेलामा पनि के युज हुन्छ बाइ को युज हुन्छ with a sense of before given time त्यो फिक्स जुन पिरियड एउटा तिम्रो पोइन्ट छ टाइम को त्यो भन्दा के गर्नु पर्यो त अगाडि नै आइपुग्नु अथवा दैट इज योर लास्ट पोइन्ट यु विल हैव टु रीच ओभर देयर त्यस्तो सिचुएसन यदि सेन्टेन्स को दिइराछ भने यु आर सपोज टु युज बाइ इभनिङ तिमी के भन्छौ आई विल रीच देयर बाइ इभनिङ मीन्स म बेलुकासम्म त्यहाँ पुगिसकेको हुनेछु बाइ मीन्स त्यो भन्दा अगाडि पनि आउन सक्छु तर त्यो भन्दा पछाडी चाहिँ ढिलो हुँदैन भन्न खोजेको यो कुराले त्यही नै भन्छ यो रुलले यस्तो सिचुएसन यदि छ भने यु आर सपोज टु युज बाइ टुमोरो बाइ द एन्ड अफ दिस इयर भनिन्छ नि कोरोना भाइरस इज सपोज टु एन्ड बाइ दिस इयर यो वर्षको अन्त्यसम्ममा चाहिँ यो कोरोना भन्ने भाइरस हुन्छ त्यो सकिने अनुमान गरिएको छ सो त्यो भन्दा पछि जाँदैन जस त्यो भन्दा अगाडि नै कुनै महिनामा सकिन्छ भन्न खोजेको हो भर्ब्स के भयो त 2020 लास्ट भयो सो यस्तो सिचुएसनमा चाहिँ we are supposed to use the preposition by next we have with the manner of doing something STS is something sent by post if you send something later or some telegrams anything any gifts voucher something by sent by post by hand pay by check manner of doing something kasari how so it depends upon the situation it depends upon your sentence that whether you are using the preposition by or not you may be confused with the similar situations which will which will be seeming like you whether to use by or am whether to use in or am because some of the sentences are applicable to use both the prepositions so if you follow the rules if you follow the standard expressions you will not get mistaken so we have few more rules about by let's continue okay similarly we have few more uses of the preposition by next rule says that with the sense of according to by is also used when your sentence wants something to sense that it is talking about according to so first of all see the example it is 10 o'clock by my watch if someone asks you what time is it and you say it's 10 by my watch why because you don't know whether you are right or wrong according to your watch according to something according to the situation according to the present situation your watch says that it's 10 o'clock so you don't know about the exact time but you are talking about on the basis of your watch you are talking on the basis of your watch so if your sentence is talking something about according to at the present situation. At that time, you are supposed to use the preposition by. Next, it's a proverb also, don't judge a book by its cover. According to the present situation, according to, mind it, according to, if sentence signals about something according to, then you are supposed to use the preposition by. You will have to judge at the time you are asked the question, or what your question is trying to say, with the sense of proximity. Proximity would mean closer to, nazik ko, right? So stand by the door. If the teacher says stand by the door, it doesn't mean that he says the student to climb upon the door. Then nazikai, door nazikai ubine. Proximity, closeness ko pura gare bhane pani के को use हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि the preposition by को use हुन्छ. If your sentence is talking about the proximity, sit by me, मेरो छेउमै बसेर मेरो जिउमै बस भन्न खोजेको हैन, छेउमा, proximity, near to, त्यतिखेर पनि चाहिँ के युज हुन्छ, the preposition by is used. Likewise, by the tube well. By the tube well means you are not asked to get inside the tube well. नजिकै, कुवा नजिकै उभिने, by. So it will depend upon the sentences. You will have to judge what the sentence is trying to say. If it is talking about proximity, it is talking about closeness, you are supposed to use the preposition by. And we have few words. Previously we talked about like mistake, accident, facts, email, chance, profession, etc. All these words take the preposition by mistake, by incident, by facts, by mail, by chance, by profession. And not only this, there are plenty of such words that will be taking the preposition by. So, if you have some grammatical exercises with you about in, at, and by, practice it at your home. We'll be discussing few more uses of preposition in our next class. Thank you.